I'm not gonna worry about the intro too much. I don't need no intro. Bonnie.
These niggas be acting like they ain't just rappers. I'm
Why,
about to
yo?
be
You
rapping
know
this
we
shit.
do.
Like quit all the capping and shit. 365
Chicago,
get back
stand
to
the
the
fuck
bricks.
up.
All right, so Lola, who's like bumped off your list as of right now?
Jade. Right now, just Jade.
I need your microphone, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Jade. Right now, it's just Jade.
And Shayna.
No, Shayna.
No, Shayna on the list. She's just lower,
She's
and
just
so
in the
is
correct
Vixen.
place now.
Vixen is lower on my list as well. What the hell you say?
She's just in the correct place now.
No, she's not.
This is where I had her originally.
Vixen, I tried, baby.
Weird.
So right now we are about to place for the number 5 spot. However, I do want to revisit this list. So if there's anything anybody wants to revisit, we can, okay? And the number 15 spot, I have Cash Flow Rizzy. 14, Lady Caution. 13, Shayna Ashley. 12, 40 Bars. 11, Shuni the Rapper. Vixen the Assassin at 10. C3 at 9. Flames at 8. E Hart at 7 and Chirac at 6. Any questions, concerns? Anybody want to switch anything around?
It's Shoni and Vixen for me.
It's what?
Shoni and Vixen for me.
What you mean?
She said that anybody want to switch, I want to switch. Yeah, I don't remember anything Vixen did that stand out this shit for me. Other you can say, all you can say she was clean. No stellar performance.
What about children? What about
It's cool.
Jay? What about that great battle versus Yoshi?
It's just my opinion. I just
Right.
everything was cool to me.
So, in my opinion, Shuni had a test that she failed very, 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 very miserably. It's more important than her beating Suge. Then Vixen had a test. It's very important. Cody versus WOTY. We made a big deal out of that on time. Why she won? She won that battle clearly. No jokes.
When's the last time we discussed the Chiller battle at all? K-Shine?
Hold on. Because you want to keep talking about what we discussing. I want to discuss the 5 chokes out of 7 battles, but you don't want to discuss
I don't mind discussing it. You just want to overlook the round of the year, performance of the year, body of the year, and battle of the
That's
year.
in one battle.
No. Battle of the year versus Casey J. Shotgun Suge.
That's a joke.
Okay. I guess
What
it
we
was staying.
talking about? I love Shuni to death. We not gonna act like but I'm gonna tell the truth. And the fact that you could think that Vixen passed her test, she had a good battle with Jade. She had a battle with very good battle with Yoshi G. Like she lost to A-Ward.
I just think when I think
her night.
of
She wasn't bad though.
when I think of last year, I think
She
Shuni
wasn't
was more
bad.
prevalent
She
than
was
Vixen
good
to me
every
overall.
battle. I'm not saying
I could
she
go
got
this whole year
outclassed.
without thinking of Vixen.
I will say in terms of highlights from both
You was
both
thinking
years,
of Shuni? All
And she
year
was
you
more
been thinking of
prevalent
Shuni?
than
Because you
Vixen for me
remember
for the
when
year.
that Shotgun Suge battle was though, right?
I do. I was right there.
Way early in the year.
But I also
What
remember
happened
the coffee
after that?
battle. The coffee battle was great.
I was in the building.
Hold on, let me just
The
scroll.
Casey battle was at the end of the year.
Hold on, let me
also a great
scroll
battle.
down real quick.
Throughout the year,
Let me
Shuni
scroll.
remained prevalent.
Shuni remained prevalent. She choked in the coffee battle as well.
Which was still a great battle. Coffee also choked as well. It was still
She
a great
also
battle.
lost that battle.
She did. I agree.
Okay, so what we talking about? We talking about rewarding somebody that's losing 0-3 and choking.
Okay. And also catching body.
And so, wait a minute, because so did Vixen without choking.
What body?
And she body
She
Chilla.
beat Chilla. It's not a body.
She lost the hustle though, which is
But
a
she
big
didn't-
deal.
She didn't body Chilla. She just beat Chilla. There's a difference.
Shouts to hustle. She completed the assignment because that's what it assignment was. That was called, I'm trying to get you to, you want to solidify your seat, and I'm going to snatch the seat out the way. Shouts to hustle.
Vixen also failed an assignment. When she lost to Jazz, came back to battle A-Ward and
We
then
not
lost to A-Ward.
talking about,
So,
hello?
no.
What year is this? What year
A-Ward
is
is
this?
win.
Hello?
A-Ward is win.
What
One
year?
was in
What we
December.
talking
She
about?
came back and
What
battled
we
A-Ward
talking
right
about?
after and
What
failed
year
that
is this?
test. That was just me setting up her failing the second test to A-Ward. When she could have elevated to redeem herself from the Jazz loss, she also lost again.
5 chokes.
And also had a moment of the year on her.
5 chokes out
The
of
Crown
7
Vic.
battles.
We sitting in the seat.
5
Crown Vic.
chokes out of
The
7
Crown Vic.
battles.
We sitting in the
And
seat.
she also did good. She also did good. She also did very good.
Can you quote me a Vixen bar this year?
Huh?
Can you quote me a Vixen bar this year?
What do that have to do with 5 chokes, baby?
What? No, baby. I'm talking about moments, something that Vixen did this year. You said she had great. Give me something that Vixen did. Oh yeah, Vixen did. She snapped when she. It was nothing.
I mean, I can look through her.
It
I
kinda
got
fell
her, I
flat
got her
for me.
written bars down. If you, I mean, I got her bars written down.
Make
but
me
I mean, you
know.
asking me in the middle of debate to name a Vixen bar is crazy. It doesn't. I just
No,
want to
I'm
be
saying that
clear
Vixen was
to
cool this
everybody
year.
listening. Me not knowing a Vixen
And
bar
I
right
like-
now
I
off the
fuck
top
with
of my
Vixen.
head does not mean
You got
that
it written
Vixen
down.
didn't have a good year.
You got it
Period.
written
I have her
down.
bars written down.
I know.
That's just a fact.
So
the
spit it.
fact that a battle rapper that has been here that should be top tier could choke in 5 out of 7 battles or have stumbly performances doesn't matter how good the material is over somebody who there was a card that was a versus card.
So it's Kings versus Queens.
Vixen did what she was supposed to do. She went to Jade's home and had a really good fucking battle there as well. She also had a really good fucking battle with Yoshi G. She lost to A-Ward. But we're not going to act like Vixen didn't have a really good performance. She still did good. She lost. But we talking about this Vixen versus somebody that choked 5 times
All right.
out of 7 battles.
We're gonna leave everyone where they are. Right now, I would like to announce round of the year. Round of the year. I do want to say, man, this one was clear. Okay, the only person who's close to this person is that person. There's no one else close to them. This was Jazz the Rapper first round against Rum Nitty. Congratulations to Jazz the Rapper. Round of the year. Picking up those accolades, huh? Jazz was not. Give me 1 second. Jazz versus Twerk. Her 3rd round versus New Jersey Twerk.
Congratulations, Jazz.
Congratulations, Jazz. All right, y'all. Right back to it. We are now in the top 5. Okay. Number 5. Who y'all ranking at number 5? Who do y'all have? Anybody want to get started, Tata?
I got QB. I feel like QB had a really good year. She was outside. She, to start the year off, in my opinion, she had 3 bodies. You might can count clips, depending on how you feel about that battle. But for me, you got a lot of bodies, and I can't overlook those bodies. It's hard for somebody to get 1, but you got 2, 3, 4. Now, I do take away from her, you feel me, for the E-Heart performance. I did like her first round, but it was E-Heart just showed levels in that battle. It was a clear loss. But outside of that, she had good showing. She was professional. She was clean, consistent. I loved her performances. I love her in that blue room. Just shout out to QB. I thought her year was top 5 worthy.
I actually got Casey at number 5. She got the loss to DNA. She has a debatable with Chirac. She has the debatable with Shoni. She has a great battle against Mozzie. We didn't see the hustle battle. And then she got the Maverse compliment battle. I feel like you just said QB has more bodies. She has grudge matches in there. She called a 3rd. She clearly beat Caution. She clearly beat Rob. She clearly beat Vixen. She clearly beat Charlie Clips. So to me, QB has a All right, excuse me. Yeah, she's over Casey for me.
I only want to go next because she brought up Casey. You brought up QB, right?
No, I
I
have
got
Casey, you
Casey
got
at
QB.
5.
Hold on, let me respond
I
to
have
that.
QB as
at
well.
So I hear you on that, Josh, and I only got them separated by I got Casey at 4 and QB at 5. I feel like I know you leaned on the loss with DNA. Win or loss, it's one of the best battles of the year, one of the best back and forths to me, one of the most entertaining battles in the building and on the playback. So I don't take that much away from her battling a legend like DNA. I do think I had her beating Chirac, but I do know that other people might. I think that's a debatable battle because I've seen both
Correct.
sides, but it was still a dope battle. Casey verse. My verse, I don't give a fuck how y'all feel about a compliment battle. That was one of the better battles. It's one of my favorite battles
Of the
ever.
year.
Like
Of the
not just
year
of the
and
year.
ever,
It's one of
yeah.
my. I'ma always want to go back and watch that shit. That was a special battle. I feel like they understood the assignment. They honored Pat Stay with that battle. Also, Casey goes crazy on Mozzie. Like she goes insane. Now the first round, yummy, but that second and that third, crazy, insane punches. The writing is upstairs. Her versus Shuni, crazy. I don't think that battle is debatable at all. I think Casey got that shit quite clear. But it's a fire battle, so I don't care about the win or loss on that. That's one of the best battles of the year. So for me, I feel like material, performance, stages, the strength of schedule, I just edge it to Casey for 4 and QB for 5.
All right, I'm not mad at that. I'm looking at Casey. For me, she has one loss to DNA. QB has one loss, but her loss is a very heavy loss. This is a matchup that a grudge match that should have been happened for some time. Their back and forth has been quite heated in terms of Ehart telling her, "Leave me the hell alone. I don't want to be bothered, and you don't want to battle me." So that was a real heavy loss. So I do have Casey over QB. I do have originally I had QB at number 5.
Me too.
I got Casey at 5 and QB at 4.
I have Casey at 5 and QB at 4. I think that Mozzie, it's a rookie. So if we gotta match up her having a 3-0 with Mozzie versus Caution definitely put in more work. So I think that's heavier. Then you got Robin Rhymes and then you got Shay Rack. She had a kind of a little bit of a choke. Shay Rack, she lost that battle too.
That's a stumble. That's a
Either way,
stumble.
stumble, choke, choppy.
No, they not the same.
Stumble,
They not
choke,
the
choppy.
same.
It's all falling
It's
in the
not
same.
the same.
It's
A choke
She
can
was-
cost you a round.
Stumble,
and
choke,
a
choppy.
stumble don't.
Stumble, choke, choppy. It's all the same. And then we talking about QB with.
Stupid, Josh.
That was
talking
not
about-
her cleanliest performance. I was there in the building. That wasn't her
She lost
cleanliest
the battle.
performance.
She lost the battle. Robin QB won that battle against Robin Rhymes. Then you got the Shuni the Rapper performance. Casey J definitely won that battle. I just feel like the Myverse battle is one of my favorite battles of the year. It's very hard. I tried to call a winner, even though I didn't want to, but I thought that Myverse was just her writing is just so witty. I feel like aside of the compliments, the way that she chose to go about writing the material to do the compliments, so I kind of had to pick a winner in this battle if I really wanted it to count, and I did pick Myverse in that battle. So I feel like I got QB. She got WWWW. She took a L to QB. So I got KCJ at 5 and I got QB at 4.
I agree with Lola. I never thought I'd say that, but I do agree with Lola.
We do agree on some things,
Right.
So, Wing, would you like to say anything?
No, I had them interchangeable. Oh, I had them interchangeable as well. I'm not mad. I mean, 4, 5, 5, 4. I'm not mad if you put Kiwi at 4
Should we do the
and Casey at
criteria for
5.
this one? Keep it honest all
I
the way.
don't think we really need to, but if you'd like to, we absolutely
You want to
can.
vote on it first and then see if we need to?
We can vote on if you
Like, just
have
vote to see who got.
yeah, I can say if you have QB at number 5, raise your WOTY sign. And if you have QB at number 5, raise your WOTY sign. And then if you have
Wait, which one we just
You mean
did?
currently right now?
Wait,
number
5.
QB,
Currently, I have her currently at 5.
okay. And if you have Casey at number 5, raise your WOTY sign. So we are putting Casey's at number 5. QB's gonna vote her.
Oh shit!
All right, y'all. This has been real.
I do want to say congratulations to Casey J. She's like been in the top 5.
I'll see y'all next year.
Casey J has been in the top 5 since WOTY's inception. I do want to congratulate her for that. That's not an easy feat. Everyone, yes, consistency every year, giving us great performances.
They're just coming in.
I got another one. Battle of the year. Battle of the year. Whew. Y'all ready for this one?
Yeah.
I actually do got a list, a little. All right. There's 5 here I have on my list. And in the number 5 spot, I have Miss Hustle versus Eunice.
Okay.
Number 4, I have Tony Blanco versus Chirac.
That's dope.
Casey J versus Shuni the rapper at number 3 with 19.5%. Miss Hustle versus Tay Rock with 20.8%. And then the winner of Battle of the Year, Jazz the Rapper versus Rum Nitty with 22.4%. Congratulations again, Jazz the Rapper. Another award. You taking all the accessory awards. Battle of the Year, Jazz versus Rum Nitty. Congratulations.
Is Jazz the most awarded woman in WOTY history?
She might be at this point.
She racking up the Grammys.
I'm sure she'll count them and she'll get back to me with those numbers.
Jazz Beyonce for sure. Jazz got
Taylor
all
Swift.
the Grammys.
All of them.
So now I'm gonna read the list again. Okay, we're gonna start at 15, Cash Flow Rizzy, 14, Lady Caution, 13, Shayna Ashley, 12, 40 Bars, 11, Shuni the Rapper, 10, Vixen the Assassin, 9, C3, 8, First Lady Flames, 7, E Heart, 6, Chirac, 5, Casey J, and 4, QB Black Diamond. Y'all ready? We had 3.
No.
Y'all need to get a breather or anything? Y'all good?
We need a prayer.
Oh shit.
Josh, would you like to start this time? I keep going down here to the right to Tata.
Actually, I think it's Wing's turn. I actually chose. I actually chose number 6. I nominated Chirac, so I think it is Wing's turn.
It's not my turn. It's not my turn. Oh, Lord Jesus. Cramity. All right, so. Really, Josh? You did this? You did this to me.
When?
Yes.
4 years.
What does that mean?
You
All right.
You stand on business, baby.
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously, my top 3. Are we just going to do 3 or are we just
No,
doing 3?
you just doing number 3.
All right.
Number 3.
My number 3 is Jazz the Rapper.
That's my number 3 too.
I agree.
That's my number 3 too.
That's mine as well.
That's my number 3 too.
Damn.
That's my number 3.
I don't feel so bad.
I told you.
Jazz has the most losses in my opinion. She does have the names, but I don't feel like the battles lived up to the hype.
She started the year. I love you, Jazz. Listen, okay. Before we go any further, I want to be very clear because this is a very tough conversation to have because literally any one of the top 3 ladies could have won this.
I agree.
No, like this was so difficult for me. I switched my top 3 a few times with valid reason. I could argue for either one of y'all. So I just want to be clear because we have to nitpick. So I don't want anybody to feel offended and feel like they didn't do what they were supposed to do. Y'all had a phenomenal year. So I just want to be clear.
Yeah, and the deciding factor for me is, granted, I do have, I know Coffee Brown has the clear loss to Twerk, but I feel like from then she went on to win the rest of her battles for the year. With Jazz, I feel like
she started the year weak and she ended the year weak.
I wouldn't necessarily use the
That's
word
the
weak.
truth.
Jazz,
She's Jazz.
She battled
She started
tough
the year with a
competition
lackluster battle with Charlie Clips, and she ended the year with a lackluster battle with
I feel like
Big
the
K.
results
That's
were
the
lackluster.
honest truth.
I feel like there was a lot of hype behind every single battle Jazz had.
She had hype behind
was
it.
there.
We're talking about the end result.
Yeah, but
Charlie Clips,
I don't think anything was weak
she
about.
She did very great in her Charlie Clips battle, but the battle is not a good battle. It's a lackluster battle.
I agree.
It was also in the same weekend that Miss Hustle and Coffee also had battles, and I would say that Miss Hustle had the bigger battle that weekend. She probably had performance of the weekend. Then when you get to the end of the year and you have them all 3 in the same weekend, you got Jazz got a lot on her shoulders. She probably has one of the best worst performance-wise battles that she's ever had. She had stumbles and chokes. She started her year lackluster and she ended it and she failed the mission and it was lackluster.
So ultimately what you would just say is, for her being 3, when we look at the other 2 ladies, they were, outside of the fact that she did have more names with the work that they did put in.
When you look at those, though, she got a win with Twerk and she got a debatable. Okay, let's talk about strength of schedule. Because to me, when you talk about strength of schedule, it's not only the opponent, it's the stage that you battle them on. She battled Twerk. And frequency, absolutely correct. It's also the league that you battle on. It's the amount of rounds. It's not just the name. So when I look down at my Jazz resume, top tier. But when I look at the fact that I look at somebody like Coffee that battled on her return on a big stage against Twerk, to me, her strength of schedule
when you look at those performances, if you're looking at her battle versus Twerk opposed to a Coffee battle,
I'm looking at is a tad bit higher. However, to me, that was one of Jazz's best performances. However, are we letting her like skate through on a Twerk performance? She lost to Nitty. She had a battle with RX that not many people saw. It's a good battle between both of them. They both had a good battle.
Did you have her beating Loso?
I didn't like that battle.
I didn't. I did have her beating Loso, but I did have that with I had her winning, and I had it as a high replay value, which I looked at as a pro for her
because she wasn't feeling on that.
It was 5 days.
I give her number one to me out of all 3 ladies, Jazz. Okay. Coffee had my favorite material.
I agree.
But Jazz has my favorite approach to battles.
Right.
She's very witty. She's very she could use the same angle in a very new type of way. I like the way that each opponent, she used little things about them differently than somebody else would. But then there was certain things I didn't like. Like I didn't like some of the nitty material, the nitty angles and stuff like that. Whereas Coffee, I have Coffee, out of male or female, she has some of my favorite drug bars of the year.
That second round versus Snake.
I feel like even for Jazz, I feel like out of the 3 women that are left, Jazz material for the year is my least favorite.
My least favorite.
I feel like she does have the strongest strength of schedule based off names, but the other ladies' schedules aren't that far behind. When you look at
Geechee, you look at Shuni, you look at 40 bars, you look at Arsenal, you look at Tay-Rock. When we matching up the top two, they are falling in line with I got a tough. First of all, Coffee had 2 grudge matches. And let's just talk about she won both them, whether y'all like how the battle turned out or not. A grudge match and winning is a big deal. That's a test. That's called passing a test. Something that Shuni didn't do. against Miss Hustle.
Neither did Vixen against A
Something
Ward.
that's not a
So
test.
it's like-
No, that's not a test. That's not a test. That's not a test. That does nothing for Vixen or A Ward.
Listen. When you
It does nothing for Vixen or A Ward. Whereas losing or winning against Hustle
when you talk
does
about
something.
the Geechee battle with Coffee, they
First
thought
of all,
that
not
she
just
was
that,
going to die
a grudge
in that
match
battle.
with them at their home. She battled
Right.
the Queen of the Ring on the Queen of the Ring.
Right.
She battled Geechee Gotti on the Riot. Whether y'all like the crowd, that's nothing. She can't
Right,
control
she came
the
in
crowd.
there. She really was the underdog.
She had
and
fights this year. Not only that, her and
listen,
Snake Eyes had a
that's
back
a
and
fact.
forth on the timeline. Then she went in there and bodied
She
him.
was the underdog.
And she went to London and battled Gemini.
Then she went to London, battled Gemini. He's the fucking no flop champ. And she had a great battle with him. She had a great battle with Grid over there in Canada.
That's one of her best performances.
I feel like Jazz.
She went crazy.
I feel
on
like
that dude,
Jazz
man. The material
surpasses the other girls in strength of schedule and maybe as far as impact. But I feel like when it comes to the rest of the categories, she may fall a little.
I got Coffee.
I feel like she may. I feel like she may fall under in the other
I
categories
feel like
other than
Coffee
strength of
just
schedule and
been
impact.
this, and not only that, Coffee fighting back from the death of a twerk battle. And listen, granted, because a lot of y'all think that she just died in that battle,
didn't.
and I wrote those bars down, and I
don't
can
have
tell
her
you,
dying.
I'm not gonna write down on her resume that she had a W, but I could argue that she won that battle. Bars wise, material wise. I'm not
told
talking.
Twerk
She didn't
afterwards.
choke in that battle.
She didn't choke in the first
I didn't
round.
call no choke
She
in
didn't
that
have
battle.
a hard stumble at the end of
I'm
the
not
third
calling no
Jersey.
choke in that
stumble.
battle. I feel like she did I feel like if you just look at the bars wise, Coffee kept up. It was her first battle back. But
got her bars.
but
If
even
Lola
if you
says it's not a choke, it is
I
not
got
a
her
choke.
bars.
Okay?
listen, but listen, my thing is, even if you got
But
her,
those other things did happen. She had fire, dope ass material. I got it right here. But
even if you
that
have
shit
her
happened.
getting smoked by twerk, say for instance you got her getting smoked, the fact that she could come back from getting smoked that way, the way that y'all feel that she may have,
still have great
and
hair.
get into this running and have good battles and good showings and have good grudge matches and different things like that.
I kind
feel
of
like
see
it
what
just-
we doing
No, look,
here.
I think she
I
lost
think
the
we
battle.
kind of
I
just
don't think
left
she
3
lost
and went into
crazy, like,
1 and 2.
The crowd, twerk versus Coffee. She lost the battle to me.
Some
But
people
it
feel
is
like she
not-
got
it's
smoked
not.
though, and I'm not mad at y'all for thinking she got smoked.
She was good to me. She was
Guys.
good to me in that battle.
Guys,
and I want to
guys.
keep watching that battle.
Guys,
It's entertaining as
Are we
fuck.
done with Jazz?
No, it was
No.
like we arguing 2 and 3.
We
We
that's where we
arguing
ride.
between Coffee and it seemed like Jazz a little bit.
That's what it is right now.
Okay.
Are we?
But I mean,
Because
we kind of broke both them up. We can bring up Hustle too. That's fine.
I don't have Hustle at 3. I have
That's
Jazz
what
at
we were
3.
right.
I got
we
Jazz at
3.
3.
We got okay.
I got Coffee at 3.
She got
We could both
I'm
shit.
gonna say
Okay, I got you.
this
I
though.
got you.
This is
Okay.
to me. This when I keep seeing people say, "Oh, it's so close." Oh, I don't know how people are sure. For me, the one thing on my list I was sure about was Miss Hustle. Jazz and Coffee to me was more of a debate, just based off of even just the rate at which Coffee was battling, right?
Okay.
But I also know that Jazz was out there working too in the second half of the year. The first half of the year, not really. Now look, I give credit for you battling RX and then you taking Low Soul. I think it was like 5 days prep. That's one of my favorite battles. I know we don't give a lot of credit to the one rounder, but I give a little bit more to this one because it was on such
Well, it was short prep, right.
And she was fire. And Low Soul was fire too. They gave us something we want to go back and
Let's
watch
not forget she was
again.
also filling in for Miss Hustle when she battled Lusso.
Yeah, like it was like a
I do
replacement
wanna
of 5
also-
days. Like she had like 5 days to prep right after she battled RX, and then she turned around and battled Clips. Now,
Well, I
the
do want
RX
to
battle
know,
and
like,
the Clips battle are not battles I want to watch. You know, I had to rewatch them just for the WOTY purposes, but those aren't battles that. So they both have highs and lows to me. They both have great stellar moments and some battles where it's not as great to me. So I felt like we should do the criteria on this one and not just go off of how we feel.
no, that's fine.
One
but
thing
I do
I
want
got
to
one
say,
thing I want to add though, because I want to add
Why
that.
do we have to do the criteria?
I want to. I just real quick.
Hold
Hold on, wait.
I thought it was 3-3.
I just
Was it
want to
3-3?
add one more thing.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought it was 3-3. I'm sorry.
no, we all had-
It's 3.
yeah.
It's 4-3.
Yeah.
It's for.
I mean
No, it's
4-2.
4-2.
4-2.
It's 4-2.
Okay,
I think Rita.
it is.
I didn't vote.
Rita didn't vote yet.
I didn't vote, but
But she has Jazz at 3. I have Jazz at 3.
Okay.
You
I
have
have
Jazz at 3.
We don't need to do the criteria.
You have Jazz at 3.
I have Jazz at 3.
So that's 4.
so we're outvoted anyway. Jazz is at 3 right now, unless Tata, unless you would like to debate that in any way.
I mean, because I feel like I can make coffee argument stronger.
I mean, I'm not
And for
saying
Jazz,
that.
I can note some things, meaning
She
like
just got all the
between.
goddamn superlatives.
Well,
I
no,
feel
between
like-
Charlie
'cause we
Clips,
talking
RX,
about-
and Loso, Jazz normally does not battle that often.
But
and
look,
for her
though-
to battle that often and last minute replacement somebody, that's a lot. So I can make an argument for that, but I'm also not going to make.
Hey, give a fuck about your gang, I'm from Thomas Road. Nigga was playing around with them things, that's what got me smoked. They be hanging out with them things, so do not approach. I put my label all on my chain, that shit solid gold. Put up that thing around your fade, I ain't gotta blow. Niggas be cap with all these straps and still ain't drop a soul. Plenty guns, we got a lot of pose. I pull a stick and catch you slipping this shit like Marvin Glow. Hey, you just cap a lot.
I'm seeing with Coffee and Hustle, or it's little things that I have to nitpick between all three of them. But unfortunately, I feel like Jazz does not fall at the higher end of some of these categories. She's just not at
That was tough for me. So I'm not mad
And even with
I'm
the
not mad at
superlatives,
the
like
4-2 vote.
Jazz, Coffee, and Miss Hustle are never going to beat a Jazz the rapper in a
She
fan
battled
vote.
overseas.
In anything. Like,
she
she's
got
the most
hella
likable female
3-round
in battle rap.
battles. Art Coffee got arguably all wins except for one loss. She beat possibly a Don't Flop champion.
No, I don't have her losing.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody
I don't have
Agreed.
her. That's what I'm saying. That's what puts me.
And meanwhile,
puts her
I'm
ahead.
looking at
And when you
Jazz
look
with
at-
a debatable with Loso, a loss to Rum Nitty. You got this debatable, I think, with New Jersey Twerk. Like, it's right, a loss. It's just too many L's or debables on the.
Jazz beating Twerk. I did have her beating Twerk. Like, it wasn't a debatable.
And it wasn't
I
even
had
a
her
good
beating
BK.
Twerk as well.
BK was very beatable.
That's the thing.
That
I feel
too.
like I'm gonna be honest.
But then the choke stumbles,
I
not
feel
having
like
a clean
the,
performance.
That's why he won, because she wasn't clean.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times some things are about tests. We like good battles, but we also like a reason why you're battling. There's a purpose here.
A backstory.
There's a backstory. There's a grudge. This. Big K versus Jazz was potential WOTY versus potential Cody, and it wasn't her best showing. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that kind of solidified it for me. And then when I look at Coffee, she had 5 main events. She battled in 3
she
countries.
out main events.
All of her
Vented
battles are
those
3
two.
rounds.
All 3
all 3
rounds.
rounds.
What do you?
No.
Wait.
She
Bad
got 1
Life
round.
Bird
She
is
got
a
a
1 rounder,
She
but
got a
all
one
the
round.
rest are 3 rounds.
I like that battle too, though.
Yeah,
Coffee
Bad Life
has
Bird
one
and
choke.
versus Coffee is very rewatchable. I watch that back just for fun.
Yep. Coffee has 1 choke. Jazz has what I consider a stumble or a choke. But I feel like in Coffee's choke against Shuni,
You don't feel like she choked both versus Twerk and Shuni? I mean, she choked in that second round and cleared her still because Shuni choked and her material was better. And once she got it back, she went crazy. But if you count other people's chokes and stumbles, you got to count
maybe
hers
I'm
too.
tripping because I don't recall a
remember
Twerk.
that?
Maybe I don't recall. I could be wrong.
What
But
do you
like,
have Jazz's record for the year?
For me,
I got her being Cliff, RX, Loso, Twerk.
I got her 3-3. I got her losing her last 3. Rum Nitty, Twerk. Oh no, I'm sorry. I got her with a debatable L with Rum Nitty, a debatable W with Twerk, and a debatable L with Big K. But I have her winning clearly Loso, RX, and Charlie Clips.
I know a lot of people got Jazz losing to Big K, but to me, like you just said, that was a debatable loss possibly. For me, it's a debatable win. I edged Jazz that 3rd round, even though she had a little stumble there, because to me, her content, I was rocking with that shit. And I don't know what Big K was doing. He wasn't rapping good. So for me, if you just kind of like mediocre in your round and this person got fire content and they have a little stumble that don't really fuck up the round, I gotta edge the battle to Jazz.
I'm gonna, like, for me, I'm not gonna put my personal opinions to the side for the battles for Jazz. The consensus is that they have her losing to Big K. The consensus is that they have her losing to Rum Nitty. The consensus is that they have her losing to Loso.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the
The
consensus.
consensus have her losing to Loso?
Yes.
I ain't see that.
I
But
have
okay.
losing to Loso.
I'm one of the people. I'm gonna be honest. When I do prep, if it's a YouTube battle, I like to go through the comments after I watch the battle. I already called it, but then I like to go through and kind of just see what the temperature is.
Mhm.
Some YouTube battles have more comments than others. I didn't see her losing the Loso battle. I'm not gonna lie.
I saw that in the comments. From what I was reading, majority I had Loso.
Do you have her losing
But
it?
I do.
I have it as a debatable, but I do edge Loso. I had her beating Charlie Clips, but she is losing Charlie Clips on app.
I do have that as well.
No, let's not.
I do have her.
I'm just
I
that's
do have
I'm
her.
going consensus.
It
That's
was
my
here.
personal
I took
opinion
it off.
aside.
It was here. She's losing
If
on.
I-
She is losing
if-
on app.
Yeah.
I feel like Coffee. I feel like when you talk about earn something, and we're comparing Coffee versus Jazz right now. I feel like Coffee earned this
Everything
to be
she
in
got
this
this
conversation this year.
For sure.
She earned it. I feel like all her 2 grudge matches, the Snake Eyes situation, her battling Twerk on her return battle on a big stage. I feel like International Coffee. I feel like she was just outside. Like she took time off because she was pregnant, and she came back outside and she was like, "Fuck it, I'm not sitting down." And I just respect that. Versus like, I feel like a Twerk battle in a small room on EK's platform versus Twerk battle. Granted, she lost. A Twerk battle versus Kings versus Queens. It's different. It's just different. I feel like you're earning it more. Like, I just don't know how to explain it, but I feel like Coffee just did more to earn a little bit higher than Jackson.
And for both of the ladies, we barely saw them on URL this year. So for both of them to have such outstanding years that they had, I think speaks volumes to their talent, their names.
Had 3 URL performances, and Jazz had 1.
Right.
Whereas Miss Hustle has 6. Flips hair.
Beasley smack. We noticed the trend.
All right, ladies. So it sounds like we are going to place Jazz at number 3. And now I am going to announce right now I have Body of the Year. This one is a good one. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay. At number 5 with 10.3%, Shayna Ashley against Tori Doe. Number 4 at 14.2%, Miss Hustle against Shuni the Rapper. 3, I have Shayna Ashley against Rosenberg Raw at 14.5%. There you go. There we go. It's in there. It's in there. At number 2, I have Shuni the Rapper against Shotgun Suge with 15.6%.
That's crazy. She over somebody who battled somebody who didn't even spit around. That's crazy.
Okay, and then at number 1, I have Casey J against Mozzie with 27.4%. Congratulations, Casey. That was a phenomenal battle.
I don't give a fuck, got the wrong bitch. I stay strapped with a long stick. I'm with all the smoke like a bong hit.
All right, so now we are down to the last 2 spots.
I've been better than I'm no Levi. I can't boot it up and they knee high.
Wing, all right, I won't start with you, Wing. This time I will start with Do. We are now at the number 2 spot, but I will start with Do this time.
Great.
Great.
Okay. I don't know. Like, I want to, argue for both the ladies naturally because they both have great arguments. I don't know. Like, I need to debate this, guys, because I don't have anyone clearly in the number 1 or number 2 spot, but I do have these 2 ladies interchangeably in those spots.
I hear you, and I respect that because I think the top 3 were close.
Mm-hmm.
But like I stated, the one person I was sure about on my list is Miss Hustle.
Yes, I heard.
From the very beginning of the year, she was my WOTY.
Okay.
And for that first quarter, the people was talking about her being WOTY and Cody.
Okay.
She kept her foot on the gas the entire year. She never took it off.
She did.
She never took her foot off the gas. On Kings vs. Queens, she battled Tay-Rock. main event on the biggest stage on one of his biggest nights, his 50th, and beats him. Meanwhile, we bringing up the app. She's winning on the app, and we know she don't win fucking polls.
Yeah,
that impact is heavy.
My only thing.
Wait, I'm not done. I'm not done. At the end of the year, when they are on the same weekend, she goes crazy versus the legend Arsenal.
Right.
She has one of the best rounds. That first
Arsenal
round
always
is,
loses against
is
the
one
girls.
of the it's one of the best rounds.
According
of
to the
year.
poll, he won.
Right. Oh, he won on the polls? Okay, keep going, Ty.
I'm gonna keep going.
I don't.
I got plenty, and then some more in the tuck.
Okay.
So when we talk about her impact, it's insane. Her battle with Eunice is one of the best battles of the year. I think it just got nominated on one of these superlatives.
That was a good battle.
And she brought in that battle extra things.
That's
that
debatable,
people don't
right? She
bring to their
debatably lost that
performance.
battle.
It's debatable.
It's a classic. So
She
I don't
debatably
care.
lost to that boy.
She debatably won. Right? If she debatably lost,
Yeah,
she
so
debatably
Coffee
won.
debatably lost against Twerk.
No, she lost.
So that's
That
my
was
only
a
thing.
loss.
The consensus is
No.
that Coffee has the clear loss against Twerk. I don't think that Hustle. The consensus is that she has any clear loss this year.
I agree with that.
Everything is either a debatable or a win for Miss Hustle. Even in the Arsenal battle, I feel like she clearly beat Arsenal. I don't know where the polls came off with having her
She
losing to
don't win
Arsenal.
polls.
But I also feel like she beat Tay Rock, and they had Tay Rock beating her in the poll. I don't know if they were just celebrating his 50th with him.
I have it debatable.
They were maybe a little excited for the cake and ice cream. I don't know, but he definitely didn't beat Miss Hustle either, in my opinion.
Okay.
So I think for me, that's the main thing that's separating them is that the consensus is that Coffee has that loss to Twerk, even though she bounced back for the rest of the year. Miss Hustle hasn't had one of those slip ups for the year.
Meanwhile, Coffee has, she has more work. She's also battled overseas.
That's what I was going to say.
Had more than,
Yeah.
obviously, she had one battle that did not happen last year.
Right.
But that was another accolade, and that was going to be a headlining matchup. She has more headlining matchups. She's just,
She got more work. They got the same amount of battles.
They
now.
have this. Well, I think Hustle
Coffee
has
and Hustle?
a half.
I thought they did.
No, they
no,
don't.
they do.
They
Coffee
both
got
have
8.
7. Wait.
Hustle got 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Well, one of them is vaulted. That
Well,
don't
that's
count.
the thing. That's what I'm looking at. That's why I have that. The vaulted battle. That's one. She has a battle that was not released Netflix, and then Coffee has the Amity battle that did not go down. That was supposed to happen overseas.
Yeah,
so that's what I'm
7.
counting.
And then Hustle has an additional one rounder.
So her battle didn't
Right.
actually go down, and Hustle.
But I feel like they
Hustle
line
rap.
up. I feel like
Netflix
they
special.
line up on damn near every
Yeah, so
accord
it's another
other than
special where the
maybe
footage was
Impact.
not
The
released.
difference-
That's something we can't discuss. I mean, it's an accolade, but we haven't seen it to be able to discuss it in any way, shape, form, or fashion to say who won, lost. Is it a 1 round, 3 rounder? Is it a 90-second round, 3 minute round? Like, we don't know nothing.
I think it's just an accolade, the fact that them ladies were picked for that. Out of all of the great ladies that do this, that they picked them to do the special.
So does that fall
Hold
under
on, wait,
Impact?
because I got
don't
a
want to
point.
go that
I
far
feel like
because
what
maybe they were just available. I don't want to say that they were personally picked. I don't know that.
I feel like though the separation, like when you look at the like round of the year, performance of the year, battle of the year, like categories, Hustle got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mind you, she got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 5 of her battles have a round of the year or battle of the year contender. I feel like a lot of things are about wins and losses or whatever. But as a fan, when I come to battle rap, I want to be entertained. She started her year off with a bang. She ended her year with a bang. She was She was the most consistent out of the 3 of the top ladies. She had no chokes or stumbles. My only gripe with Miss Hustle is that she has some OBC in her rounds. You know what I'm saying, at times. But similar to Tay Rock, she gives a
She performs
a 100% everything. It's a 100% every time she's on stage.
Question.
So it's like,
Question. Who do you feel had the better material out of the 2 for the year?
Coffee had my favorite material out of all 3.
I agree with that.
But Hustle doesn't have bad material, but what I feel like with her is she'll have like good bar, OBC, and it'd be like Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she had like a hieroglyphic something.
Can you
bar against
clarify
Tay-Rock.
OBC to the people who might not know?
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just something that's been overused, outdated. It's an angle that you're not really taking a creative approach to. It's very simple.
Filler?
You know they're gonna
Low-hanging
ask.
fruit.
So can you give an example?
I
of
just
that?
did the during the Tay-Rock battle, which I
Okay.
feel like she had performance of the night to me. That's one of her best battles of the year, and I think that her first round was performance of the year contender. It's also nominated on the survey or whatever. But she had like a rock hieroglyphics bar, and it's super OBC. So she'll have a few of those laced in her material. I feel like Jazz had the most creative material. To me, Coffee had the most potent material. But I feel like Hustle punches in the way that she deliver and convey and
Her
just
conviction.
it's like if I'm
It's
coming to
believable, right,
watch a
yeah.
battle,
There's
that's
a
who
lot
I
of
want to
that
see.
tied
I
into
want to
it.
see Hustle. You know, I like
Yeah.
Coffee, but her unorthodox style is not for everybody. But I feel like every single time Hustle stepped on the stage this year, it's undeniable that she had an amazing performance. What she did, and it goes to show you when you filled out the survey and you can
I
see-
appreciate the difference in their styles, though. I like the
I
way
do,
Coffee
too.
delivers. Honestly, I feel like she's believable. I feel like when she's delivering her rounds and the way she puts her bars together is some standout shit.
Drug bars are phenomenal.
Yeah,
I like her sex bars. I like her sex bars in the
Oh
twerk
my
battle
God.
too.
So
cuz.
for me,
Her
when
angles are good.
Yeah.
I go to the criteria, I have Coffee and material. I have Coffee in moments. I remember more of her bars that stood out for me than Hustle's throughout the year. But I have Hustle as far as consistency. I have Hustle as far as impact. I'm torn between strength of schedule, and then I have Hustle for performances.
Just to touch on what he was just talking about with the moments, right? Hustle to me has the moments. Hustle to me with the tap dance bar verse Shuni was crazy. When she did the verse Eunice, cause he from Africa, like talking about putting that metal
The
to
clucking.
him. She had the dashiki on in the first round to fuck with him. Then she in the second round she put the red hat on and then imitated him.
imitation of my verse.
She did an imitation of my verse.
Her imitations were great this year.
That she just to me for moments.
Hustle is like the best
impact.
performer.
If you just looking
Yeah,
at the
she has the best
categories to
impression.
me, she hits all 6 of them. And she was consistent. She didn't choke. She only didn't battle 3 months out of the entire year. The rest of these girls can't say that.
And I agree. I feel like when we do the categories, if I was to put the top 3, Hustle falls in either 1 or 2 for every category for me. Well, versus there's some categories where Coffee may come in first, there's someone she may come in third. Same with Jazz. I feel like Hustle was consistently at 1 or 2 for me.
Hustle was number 1 for me from the beginning to the end of the year. People start picking up their performances and their battles and getting an argument together mid-year. And she still didn't take her foot off the gas. So for me, y'all playing catch up. She been on point the entire year. Y'all playing catch up.
Her strength of schedule is impressive.
It's impressive.
January to December.
Being the only female on the Civil War card. Being the only female on the Homecoming card. Double impact, wasn't it? The 2-on-2.
Yeah.
She carried
The
Danny.
only female, yep.
She carried, and you know what? Danny said a bar. I can't remember the bar. He said a bar and was losing the crowd.
Salute to Hustle. But when we
Hustle
do
picked
things,
that shit
when we say
right
things
back.
like only female on the card, I feel like it's not a real thing.
It's a real thing for the battle
it
rapper.
happened. But what I mean is, the leagues are responsible for doing more for the girls. It doesn't make any sense that
need to have
she
more.
had these many URL battles and the other girls didn't.
She
Right.
cooking. She ain't choking. She ain't stumbling.
It
She
doesn't
bringing
matter.
5-star
Those boys
performances.
this is the kind of off subject, but those boys aren't cooking as much as
I
these
ain't
ladies
mad.
that were
I
up
ain't
here
mad
I
looking
agree.
at.
It's many
So-
guys
I
who
ain't
don't
mad at
have
that,
as
but
good of
don't
a
take,
year as
don't
Coffee
take
and
nothing from
Jazz.
Hustle and give it to some more people.
I just want.
That's all
I'm not
saying.
taking away from her because she did her job. You know what I'm saying? But to say that she's the only female on the card,
When
that's not.
When she's almost the only
an
female on
accolade for me.
URL all year.
Yeah, no.
Almost.
It's been other females on URL.
Almost. Jazz
can
has
look
one battle,
at it, it's in
and
our
Coffee
face.
has 3 at the beginning of the
I
year.
just give credit
She pretty
where
much
credit
was the
is
only
due.
female on URL.
She gets
all
the
year.
credit. 'Cause she-
If they're not asking other females on a regular basis, that mean that they trust in that. I mean, Smack called her his Michelle Obama, his first lady.
Or there could
not
be
too
issues
long ago.
behind the scenes that we
personal.
don't know about.
I feel like it's business. She delivers.
I don't believe that.
I would book Hustle before I book a lot of people because she delivers.
Would you
can
book
count
Hustle before you
on
book
Hustle
Jazz?
to go kill something standing in front of her. That's what the fuck she did the entire year. This shit is not close
Would
to
you
me,
book
y'all.
Hustle before Jazz?
Would I put what?
Would you book Miss Hustle before you book Jazz?
It depends on it. That's all dependent. But they are
Right.
both to me high up.
So why would a league that is dedicated to both women book one year, one time all year, and the other 6 when they both are known for
Maybe they
delivering
didn't like Jazz
great
performance on
They're
URL
dedicated
versus
to all
Clips.
3 of these women.
Possibly.
And
Coffee-
maybe they said,
Coffee
you know
was
what,
their hot
Hustle,
girl
you
at
cook
one point.
verse the logo. She
Okay.
beat the logo on his 50th, y'all.
Well, I agree. My list, I have Hustle at number 1 as well. So I'm not debating. I'm just throwing out the points of she does have a lot more.
She got 330s. Come on, man. Her arts, my verse, Shuni.
She didn't 30 my verse.
Here's the
You
thing
had-
with
what
my
you-
verse.
you
We're
didn't-
not going to ignore. Hold up. We're not going to ignore that second round with my verse.
My
I
verse,
thought-
my verse second round was dope. I'm not ignoring that. I don't have her winning it.
My verse probably won that second round. She
I
didn't
think
30
that my
her.
verse
If there's
be
a
shocking
debate
people
for any
sometimes.
rounds and any battles, it's not a 30. There's a debate there.
Yeah, she didn't 30 my verse.
Okay, if y'all, I don't have her winning that round. So I have her having a dope round. I just don't have her winning.
I
it.
agree.
So it's debatable to you.
I have Miss
Not
Hustle winning. I do have Miss Hustle edge in the second, but people do argue the second for
It's a
my
debatable
verse.
second round.
So it is a 2-1-3-0.
Oh, right. We'll give her the 2 bodies then. We good.
I'm just saying one round out of what you were saying is debatable. That's it.
I got them clear. I got her winning all those rounds. 9 rounds. I have her winning them. So
I will
mean,
say though, she doesn't have any clear losses for me.
She doesn't.
If you want to count the 2-1-2, but even still, that wasn't even technically her fault. She did carry her team, even though her team did lose. But her performance was still good for the year. But I don't think Hustle clearly lost any battles this year. I think that she did a great job at maintaining who she is and her status, and delivering every time. She doesn't have any chokes for the year. She got through all of her material, and doing that speaks volumes for me. So I'm not mad.
I agree.
I like to say just remaining consistent all throughout the year is very difficult to do, especially with 3-round matchups all throughout the year. Miss Hustle has done that consistently this year. I mean, she did take a slight, if you want to call it a break, I don't necessarily call it a break, but just from the very top of the year, she was making a statement with the matchups that she was getting and the product that we were getting from those matchups. The end result from those matchups, phenomenal, as well as having, wins, clear wins, and no clear losses at all whatsoever. Very tough schedule in terms of most people would not get through this schedule clear. Even in that 2-1-2, they probably wouldn't get through it clean. So I have Miss Hustle at number 1. I have Coffee at number 2. I do like that Coffee had a lot of headlining matchups. She went overseas. She battled an overseas champion. I feel like those things are very difficult to do in terms of building material for those people. You don't know what their lifestyle is like and how they're living. It's a whole different vibe to be able to build material for them and also gain their crowd and fandom over there. But there's that loss there to Twerk. There's a debatable in there for me. So I have Hustle over her in terms of the criteria.
What's the debatable?
I'm sorry, 40.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got Coffee winning the battle. I only have her
40's
losing.
material was just insane. Like I have to write down 40's whole rounds and I get that the way the delivery, everybody may not appreciate the delivery. And that's A-okay. But listening to that material and me having to write down your whole round is crazy. Like I can't take a break in between bars is crazy to me. So I have that battle debatable.
I took some breaks. Just me.
I took some
I took some breaks.
Child, I ain't writing all this.
Sounds like we're there.
Sounds like that's the consensus.
So we have a consensus. Do y'all feel like
That was mine.
I had coffee at 2 as well, and I had hustle at 1. I don't feel like they said anything that I would
Yeah.
have
I
already
think
said.
that was my only
I just
thing,
feel
and y'all
like,
debated that for me was the overseas thing and how impactful it was in comparison to everything that Hustle has done. I mean, y'all did that for me. Like Dude was saying, like I think that was my biggest thing to debate because I feel like that was really big on Coffee's return and how hard she worked. You know what I mean? But again, you cannot take anything from Hustle. It's like Hustle
No, you
was
can't. She
all
started
gas,
the year
no breaks.
in a high note. She ended the year on a high
Absolutely.
note. And
Absolutely.
in the same, I'll say this over and over. In the same weekend with those ladies, she outshined them.
And not for nothing, I feel like
She had 2 separate weekends in the year where she outshined them.
Yep.
When she has several battles that literally have a round of the year contender in it. She has a battle of the year contender. Like, we here to be entertained at the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the whole end of this, it's entertainment. Wins, losses, big stage, small stage, who your opponent is, who's the most entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Who brings that shit every single time. And it's not really anything negative you could really say about her entire year.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you gotta give it up for that.
Yeah. Coffee did have some really tough fights. The Geechee Gotti battle was really tough.
It was a grudge match.
Twerk battle was definitely tough. And she stood 10 pounds, very much so.
And both, yeah.
Like Rita said, building material for someone in another country shows her creative, you know what I'm saying, writing skills as well. You know, getting in touch with the culture over there. And just even being booked as a headliner in another country is commendable as well. Against their version of champion.
Amity as well.
So
Yeah.
that's kind
And
of
that's
like
a fire battle.
yeah, that's like a country for country. Sort of. If battle rap had an Olympics, that would be a part of it.
Yeah, that was
So
fire.
I'm not even debating because I think we kind of came to the conclusion.
Yeah.
No,
I just don't know if I necessarily agree.
Man.
I just don't know if I necessarily agree that Hustle at the end of the year that Hustle had the best showing. I don't know if Coffee beating 40 is bigger than Hustle beating a stumbling, choking Arsenal.
Do you think her performance was better than hers? Forget the names. Performance. Yeah. Who performed better that weekend?
I enjoyed Coffee's performance better that weekend.
Really? I didn't.
But I also like that
didn't
battle.
really enjoy. I mean, it's not like I enjoyed Arsenal and Hustle's battle.
Yeah, I also enjoyed that battle. I know a lot of people didn't, but
I'm not saying I didn't, but I feel like I'm not saying I love Coffee every time she stepped on stage, but in those weekends, at the end of the weekend, who was the most talked about? It was the person that bodied somebody. It was the person that had a performance of the night against Tay-Rock. Not that the other ladies didn't do good. I'm just saying it was just she outshined.
We're talking about the end of the year. I agree with you at the beginning of the year. Mm-hmm. It's the end of the year when she battled 40 and she battled Arsenal. I don't recall like many people talking about Hustle and Arsenal's battle. They actually had Arsenal winning on the pole. They had Arsenal winning on the pole.
They did.
Hustle's first round is one of the best rounds of the year. Can you say that?
Is it?
On the flip side?
For Arsenal?
Can you pull it out? Because I didn't hear anything about Hustle and Arsenal.
Fans voted on. I'm saying off of what I watched and what I wrote down.
I thought you were saying the superlatives because I didn't hear Hustle and Arsenal at all.
Hustle and Arsenal, her first round is nominated as round of the year contender.
10.8%. It is.
Okay.
I mean, I ain't even know that, but I know battle rap.
It's what?
Yeah, like I kind of wrote that.
Okay.
And then nobody
Case
has
dismissed.
a bigger
Case
battle,
dismissed.
a better
Meeting
performance
adjourned.
on a bigger stage than Miss Hustle. That's rising to the occasion. Not only that, y'all, it's crazy. When her first round goes and Rock goes, or he goes and she goes, and they're telling him to fight back.
Well, I think
At the top of the second round, do you know what it takes for a crowd? It's gun titles out here. You understand me?
Yeah.
You know what it takes for a crowd to tell him to fight back?
Don't get shot.
She was wilding.
Well,
You know what's gun titles.
we all agree. I did. Like
You know
I said,
how I feel about Rock.
I had Hustle
You know
at my
how I feel
number
about
one.
Rock, man. That's my, you know, he's just
Gun
it to
titles
me.
out here.
I don't feel like anybody did anything bigger than that. Period.
I do feel like Hustle started off the year strong, but I feel like Coffee closed the year stronger. Still in all, I do have Hustle like edging the number one spot.
I do too. She was most consistent all year. No chokes, no stumbles, tough competition. Taking on competition from highs to newcomers to people of her status, giving shots. She did it all. So
Cleaner.
I agree. Cleaner.
Cleaner.
I agree. Miss Hustle is the woman of the year.
I agree. And I just want to add one thing about Coffee. And because I know we was very hard on chokes and stuff like that. I will say that her battle with Shuni, even with that choke in the second, I want to watch that battle forever, man. Like, she went crazy. That's how you attack a person
Roscoe
and put
from
your
Martin,
foot on
I'm
their
putting
neck
knees in
and just
shoe.
keep pressing. Like, what?
Nah, her shoe flip was crazy.
I'm putting these in
Janisa, look. I don't give a fuck, got the wrong bitch. I stay strapped with a long stick. I'm with all the smoke like a bong hit. If you wanna take it there, it's a long trip. With a 4-5, need a 3-5. I been better than them, no Levi. I came booted up and they knee high. Act up 10 on them like Eli. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Run down on them, now running that. Let a nigga hit night drunk.
We just want to, first of all, shout out all the ladies who made the list. We are saying that in 2023, you are the best 15 female battle rappers in the world. So no matter what your spot is, you're fire. We love you. We damn appreciate what you do and what you give to the culture. I have Hustle as my WOTY. Shout out to her. Again, I had her from the beginning to the end of the year. Nobody did anything, in my opinion, to change her spot. She only got stronger. So shout out to Hustle for giving us great performances, being professional, being consistent, giving us moments, being impactful. You know, shout out to you for getting signed to Jim Jones. That's fire. That's helping open up other doors for female battle rappers. So, you know, salute to you. I can't wait to see what else you do this year. And salute to all the other ladies who made the list.
First want to just say shout out to all three of the ladies that made the top 3. Shout out to the entire list. This is never easy for us. We respect everybody that, you know, takes their time to do what y'all do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Hustle, man. You worked hard for this year, and it was tough to nitpick through the little small nuances, the differences between you guys to really, like, you know, select the winner. But I feel like you started this year very strong, and you ended this year very strong. You was like a whole lap ahead of everybody by mid-year, and I feel like it wouldn't be justified not to give you what you deserve. So congratulations to Hustle.
Shout out to all the ladies on the list. You guys are still the top 15 in the world. That means something. Shout out to like the top 10, of course. You guys are kind of consistently there, interchanging throughout the years. Shout out to the big 3. You guys are always showing up consistently. Shout out to Miss Hustle. If there was a WOTY years before this, you would have been WOTY. You've been who you are for years, and it's nice to see that you can consistently reinvent yourself and keep coming outside to fight. Shout out to Coffee. You had a tough year. If the twerk battle was different, this conversation would have been totally different, but you still did your thing. You know what I'm saying? But Hustle, congratulations. Well deserved. I'm happy to see her in that spot.
All right, so I have Miss Hustle at my number one spot. Having the accolade of battling KCJ on a Netflix project is a phenomenal accolade. The headlining matchup versus Tay Rock for his 50th battle with the URL, and she won that matchup. That was a crazy one. The Myverse matchup, which was something that I don't think anybody seen coming, and everybody kind of figured, like, we not sure how this going to go, but I knew what was going to happen in there. When she was going to win that matchup, there's no other way. And Myverse, shout out to her and her second. She been really trying to cook her seconds, but Hustle got her in that battle.
I love her second rounds.
The Eunice matchup, she has so many moments in the Eunice matchup. Hustle did a great job with that rookie and really showing him, like, this is what you're about to be up against. And this is what the future holds for you. The Shuni battle, going in there and taking that serious, even though there were rumors swirling of, just drama behind the scenes, going in there and taking care of business and handling Shuni the way she was supposed to handle her. Phenomenal job. The Arsenal battle, I don't know what the polls were doing. Shout out to y'all with the polls and stuff like that. But, Hustle got that one pretty clear in the building, at home, through the lens, watch back. Like, I don't care how you can flip it, rewind it, watch round 3 first. I don't care how you do it. Hustle won that matchup. The 2-on-2 was a good joint too, no matter how, things happen in matchups. But she came and did her part in that matchup. Coffee had a phenomenal year, started out in a way that people did not like for her return, but she fought all year long, went overseas, had a bunch of headliners, finished out her grudge matches, which were Geechee Gotti, 40 bars, one big matchups that everybody wanted to see. It just did not stand up, again, in terms of, for me, with the work that Ms. Hustle brought to the table all year round, all 3-round battles. It was an undeniable year for Ms. Hustle. Coffee Brown, salute to you. Salute to the rest of the women on the list. Shout out to Jazz the Rapper and KCJ for winning the accessory awards, and shout out to Rock Lee. You are our Rookie of the Year for 2023, so congratulations to you. And last but not least, shout out to all the fans, the donors. We really do appreciate y'all for donating on time, getting the surveys, and that's the most important part to us, and we appreciate y'all.
Congratulations to all the ladies, starting from 15. Especially shout out to the top 3, Jazz the Rapper, Coffee Brown, Miss Hustle. You all have been pillars in the female battle rap community for years, and I'm sure years to come. Jazz, the things that you did this year, battling these men of top tier status, has been unheard of in female battle rap. Has done as consistently and as well as you were able to do it this year. Shout out to Coffee, being able to overcome, coming back from having her baby and returning to female battle rap, bouncing back from her loss to New Jersey Twerk to having a career high for her. This year is absolutely better than her WOTY year. I think we all can agree to that. And then shout out to Miss Hustle. You've continued to be a top female in this sport since you stepped in. I'm here because I started watching Miss Hustle, which is how I ended up in female battle rap. And you've always remained in my top 3 since I've been here. And I think you had a stellar year, and I'm sure you're going to have an even better year this year.
Pretty much everybody has given all the sentiments. Shout out to all 15 of the ladies who have made this list. Y'all are making it very hard for us. Y'all are making it very, very hard for us. But you know what? I appreciate all of my fellow, ladies and gentlemen on the WOTY panel that come together and try to duke it out to make sure that everybody is, getting their what they deserve. I feel like this is a testament of the work that you ladies should continue to do. Definitely shout out to the big 3, for real. Jazz, as always. I feel like Coffee came, like, when she came in the door, I don't think that when her very first battle, I don't think that she has let up off the gas until she got pregnant. And then after that, she came back and went crazy. She did everything, in my opinion, when I knew her, that she said that she was going to do. So shout out for her for last year and this year, even staying consistent in the, in the top percentile. Hustle, my girl, you did it. Shout out to you for again, just I feel like you may have taken this year more seriously to say, hey, I'm disproving everything that anybody has to say about me. So shout out to you for that. Jazz, you definitely have always been the trendsetter to me. Continue to do what you're doing. And again, shout out to Casey for even being always, every year since we started WOTY, being in that top percentile. Shout out to our Rookie of the Year. And shit, that's all I have.
Even shout out to QB. You returned back to female battle rap last year, and for you to come right back into the top 5 speaks volumes for your names as well.
Absolutely, since she feel like nobody likes her. Shout out to you, sis.
I love QB.
I know. No. She talking about the fans. She just, like they're not my.
I'm a
They don't like
fan.
that.
I'm a fan.
You know
I
what?
love
We don't
very badly.
count. But anyway, yeah. Shout out to everybody.
That is another
Yes.
edition of WOTY. WOTY 2023 has been crowned. Congratulations, Miss Hustle. Can't wait to start setting up. Yes, clap it up, clap it up. Please make sure you got your phone nearby. You need to start setting up your arrangements to come down here to the studio to have your crowning ceremony. So make sure your phone is nearby, okay? So for all the fans who donated, I do want to read off to you guys what the fan vote was and how you guys placed everyone. So in number 4th spot at 4.7%, you guys had KCJ. In the 3rd spot, you guys had Coffee Brown with 7.3%. In the 2nd spot, you guys had Miss Hustle with 33%. And in the 1st spot, you guys had Jazz the Rapper with 48.4%. Wow, that's almost 50%. Jazz the Rapper with the fan vote. Miss Hustle here with the panel vote unanimously. Congratulations to all the women. Y'all are the top 15 in the world. Anything else? Any last words? Do you guys want to announce yourselves one last time and your platforms before we leave?
It's your girl Tata. Gang is LTBR. And guys, he didn't close down the GoFundMe, so you can continue to contribute to the pot.
Lola Dope New Era podcast. Shout out to the cousins. Shout out to Jay Black, the man behind, the different things. Shout out to the ladies, man. And continue to donate on that link. Don't think that just because you can't do your survey and all that, the little $5 don't matter. It matters. They want their $5.
Donate.
I just want the ladies to strategize for the next year coming up. That's all I care about. You guys strategize, work hard, be clean in your performances and delivery, and we're really looking forward to next year.
You can go ahead. I'll close it out.
OTFMZ, make sure y'all follow us on Instagram, OTFMZ Live. Shout out to Rita, Jay Black, the whole champion staff for inviting us. Again, congratulations to the ladies. I'm Josh, Peter Don, and thank you, ladies, again. It's been an honor to sit here with you beautiful ladies. Even though y'all was yelling and scratching and kicking at me.
We love you, Josh.
I made it out. Yeah, you didn't, Wing. Wing, you didn't, Y'all three. Thank you.
Wing Truth, RBE partner. Quick Pro Quad with Wing podcast. Make sure you subscribe. That's all I got.
And I'm Slim Rita, a.k.a. Rita Puffin Lau. Again, another installment of WOTY Woman of the Year 2023 in the books. Congratulations again to Rock Lee for our Rookie of the Year. Miss Hustle is our WOTY of the Year. Congratulations. I do want to thank everyone for showing up and showing out again to my core group. I do appreciate y'all. Josh, we appreciate you for being a part of us. You were a great addition and you did not let me down. And I hope everyone is excited to see you up here. So I cannot wait to see the reactions from everyone. I kept it a secret, so. But yes, we closing out. Y'all have a good one. Make sure y'all still donating, and we'll holler at
Not so much. Okay, that's cool. You nervous? I'm just getting started. Where you been, bitch? Oh, you outside now? You know how this go. Just send me the low and yeah, I slide now. The queen of this and the queen of that. None of y'all really rap, that's my crown. So how the fuck y'all be talking balls when I'm the one that got it locked down? Like